Okay, so let's do a comparison of Chivas Regal 13-year, 15-year, 18-year, Ultis, which I think is a 20-year, but I'm not 100% sure. That's what I've seen. And then, of course, the 25-year, which is the ultimate of Chivas Regal in the normal core range. I love the presentation of the 13. I think actually it's pretty fun and kind of cool. It's like a young kind of thing, Let's look at the bottle. Let's look at the color of that liquid inside. And then let's look at the Chivas Regal 15-year. And once again, the bottle's got a little bit of that gold. No, I like it. Kind of fun. And then we've got the 18-year. It's a little bit of a harder box. It's not as soft as the other ones. We'll set that aside. And then, of course, we've got this Ultis. This is a series box right here. And then if I pull this out, it's a little complicated. There we go. No side by side. And as always, I've got my water to go along with it. I'm going to clear out my palate each time. I even have some food with pairings that I'm going to cut through each time so that I have a new flavor profile and it's not always equal. Here already getting started. And of course, this beautiful, amazing presentation on the 25-year. I mean, it's even got like a little button here. This is super cool. Open that up. It's got the red on the inside. Beautiful. Got a little booklet as well. Box is amazing. All right. Let's move it out of the way. Let's put them side by side. This is what we think when it comes to color. I think I see a little bit of a color difference. I'm hoping that they're not using the caramel coloring in here. This one seems like it has a lot more color, and that's 25-year. And this is the Ultis, which is probably a blended of at least 20-year bottles. And I have to say, it does have more color. The 18 is kind of light, but the 18 is so similar to the 15 and the 13 that there might be coloring. I'm not sure. All right, now it's time to pour them up. And then I'll put the bottles in front, and let's see what we think. It's nice. Okay. Let's do the 15-year now. Let's see what we think of this one. I mean, still very similar. Not that much of a difference between the two. I mean, I have to say on my eye, they both have that pale mahogany, almost like a umber. Let's see. Put the 18-year outer. And honestly, I don't really like the twist off caps too much. I think that's kind of cheap. If you've got bottles that are going in the $50, $60, $70, $100 range, should have the cork. But now we get to the Ultis, and you've got that cork. And it's actually a very nice lid as well. It's very heavy duty, feels great. And let's put on the 25-year. Once again, that pop is beautiful. And the presentation is amazing. So I'm actually going to move these out of the way real quick. We're going to do a quick comparison to see if we see much color difference. On the Dalmore, as we did in the past, we noticed that those were kind of similar because of probably the caramel coloring. And I have to say, these are similar as well. I don't see much of a difference. I do see more darkness on this side, but not a significant difference. Not like when we did the Glenmorangie, which I loved. I loved how different every single year was. Let's go ahead and put the bottles in front. We'll do a bottle comparison as well. Got the 18-year, got the Ultis, and then we've got the 25-year. Not that much of a difference. It's there. You could see it here, but you can't really see it between the 13, the 15, and the 18. All right, let's move these out of the way. And then let's take a sip of each one and see how we feel. The 13-year. All right, before I sip, I'm going to put it on my nose. I mean, it's actually sweet, though. Sweet and spicy. I like it. 15-year. The sweetness is still there. Not as much spiciness. The 18-year. What's odd about the 18-year, it turns more fruity. That's when you suddenly get a lot more of that tree fruit. I would say pear, maybe apricot. And then when you get to the Ultis, forget about it. It just changes to a new stratosphere. The sweetness is elevated. It doesn't really smell like you're drinking whiskey. It almost smells like a port or something like that. It's just so much sweeter. You get to the 25-year. Wow. Intoxicating. I want to drink this now, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to start back again, and I'm going to put it on my palate from each year. Wow. Great. A lot more soft, almost floral. For sure you get the fruit. The sweetness is there 100%. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead. Put the 13-year on our palate first. A little bit of a bite. Little metallic. Cuts through. Gives you a little bit of a burn. It doesn't overwhelm you. It's not actually that bad for the same type of year that I've had in the past. That might be a 12-year or 13-year of other manufacturers or other distillers, but not the best, but not the worst. A bit of water to clean up. Let's go with the 15. Actually, really good elevation. I have to say, the 13 to the 15 year is actually a really good price point. That the difference between this to this is actually amazing, and they're not that much of a difference in price point. So, high recommendation. I'm gonna go with a shrimp chip to kind of clear things up. A little bit of water again, as you should as well. Remember, it's your whiskey. You can cut it with water. You can drink water with it. Nobody can tell you what to do. Let's go with 18-year. Lots sweeter. The fruitiness comes out. You taste a little bit of the wood, but it's not overwhelming. But the 18 is still kind of bland, to be honest. It's not as powerful as I like it to be. I'm going to go with the olive now. I'm going to go with a little bit of saltiness. Now we're going to push for the Altus. It's got that candy, that licorice, red licorice, Twizzler. Let me forget about it. I'm going to go with some chorizo. Wow. This with the chorizo. That salty, spicy fattiness mixed with this Ultis. Whole other world. Then we're going to finish with the 25. I'm going to cut it one more time. Okay. Gotta prepare for this one. This is the 25-year. I mean, just heaven. Light, airy, still got a bite, tingling in your mouth, full of flavor, that spiciness, very sweet. I'm gonna put this with some chocolate because I just need to know. This is a Lindt dark chocolate, extra dark. Or intense dark, I'm sorry. Wow. You don't know what you're getting until you give yourself an opportunity. There's no competition here. It's between the Ultis and the 25-year. It just is. It's not that these aren't good. These are actually really good for their price points. But these two right here, they just shine. All that work, all the effort that Chivas put into this, you taste it here. So it's going to be my final. We go between these two. And by the way, this is a bacon flavored peanut that comes from Brazil. It's actually really good. Let's go with the Ultis. Grab my palate with some water. Let's go with the 25-year. I gotta say, for the price, the Ultis is the winner. It's the truth. Is what it is. Thank you for joining me here on Watches, Whiskeys, and Wines. I hope to see you here again. Like, subscribe, and share. I hope to see you. Watch my other comparisons and all my shorts. Take care.